Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Link Shack. So, this is another study stream. Today, we're going to do another article in Lenape. This one is called I Am an Icicle, Nushhùkòwën Ta Ni. So, this is another story that has a lot of vocabulary that I'm not familiar with. And I thought it would be weird to just choose out another story that was completely unfamiliar to me. So, we're going to go through this today. I haven't really gotten the chance to do Lenape because I've been working on other parts of the site because I'm trying to engineer some way to learn morphemes better. So I created this new feature that I believe will make learning like words like this a lot more useful. And right now, this is available to anybody. It's not AI powered, so right now it's free. And of course, it's always going to be free for native indigenous people. And this is a really nifty tool. So you can essentially put anything in there. So if you have like this right here, which I think means will grow or something. I know that shows a future tense. But if you have something like Mementuk babies, for example, you can put that in here. And then you can essentially build out your word. So you could put Memun, and then you could put that this part means baby or infant. And then you can choose the color that you want, the grammatical function that it has. Yep, you could choose your grammatical function here. So sometimes, even if you don't have something, you could just say it's just a noun, add your morpheme, and then you have the Memun, and then the tut is a diminutive. So little, and then this you could say it's diminutive. And it'll also choose a color that hasn't been used yet. And then you can say that this is a plural marker. Say marks plural. And now you have all these current morphemes in here. You have all these different ways to tell every part of the word out. So you have that. You can mark your difficulty level. This is pretty easy. And then once you get that in there, then you'll be able to see all your morphemes here. You'll be able to search the morphemes by the word or the translation, how difficult it is, which is set by you. And then you can preview this. You can practice it as well. So I have a multi-game system, so that way you can interact with the word. So you can identify the boundaries, and you can, essentially you can put all the parts in there, submit your answer, and it'll tell you if it's right or not. You can match what each part of the meaning with the word. So you just guess what it is based on that. And then you can also, this one right here is my favorite because you can just put in literally each part. And then it'll tell you if you built the word right. And then you could even do a full analysis of the word as well. So you can just click full analysis and you can write down what you think. So there's building blocks, there's matching, there's identification. So you can really get behind the nitty-gritty of the word, really practice the parts of the word, and you can make as many of these as you want to. And I believe that it's specific to the user, but I'm not completely 100% done with this yet. I just got this out last night, so it's a spanking brand new feature. But yeah, I just wanted to show that before we get started here, so that you're aware of that. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started on this. So, Huntawaski Nushhùkòwën Ta Ni Mamhon. Hunde. Probably means supposedly. It was said. Let's just say it was said. there was a young woman, Nushhùkòwën. Pretty sure this means icicles. Yep. Icicles, Nushhùkòwën. Tolami mamhon, ate. Believe it's like ate something inanimate. Eat something that's not technically alive. Like had been eating before. Because it has mamhot. Mamhot means to eat, but this is mamhon or mahon is probably a variant of that. And that because it has the first syllable in front of it, that's just a general rule that this language seems to follow. So if you put mahot in there, it means like, yeah, ate something like an animal or something that's not a human. And I believe that this is just a variant of that. Midhaki et mamhot. Soon they ate. Wikochi, probably a variant of suddenly. Yep. Oh, sometime or unexpectedly. Okay. Saquilicing. Saquilicin. Pregnant. Got pregnant. And then not into offbeat. Meaning that the baby was born, I think. And this is the subjunctive form because it ends in that sound, and then the miman tut. Little baby or infant. And then cheek conch. Then he grew very quickly. Shikun, okay. And that's whatever may come. So try this. Let's see if we can find shikun. Alright. What may? Because this is like whatever or what may. Kashiku is like growing from what I've seen in previous texts. Yeah, Kashikun is growing fast. You grow Kashiki, grow fast. he grew very quickly. All right, so if we look up tutta, if we look up shikunch again, then when we look up tutta, tutta is wherever, so this must mean it comes. Because tutta shikunch means whatever it may come or something. But the tutta adds this whole like subjunctive meaning to it. This means grows fast. Then we have Ellie because, yep, this is the same Ellie. There's just no accent on this word. It generally has one. Tikilihikui, humpsakui, hempsakui. Did not clothe. To clothe. Okay. So this means to clothe. Yeah. Put clothes on somebody. And then me months is just simply, it's either a baby or a child. Yep. Hichihula. He was exposed. Now I want to see here what they mean. I want to see if this ma is part of this or not. Is it mechi? Okay, no. All right. I'm not 100% because like he was exposed, but I don't know if it's like he was exposed before or not sure about it. This Yuki and the other. Takokik is like some others. Oh, okay, I thought it was some. Okay, that's fine. Others. Okay. I think the keek makes it others. And then one is like other. I'm curious what takok is. The other one or another. Oh, okay. All right. Others Inta ika Lenape. They touched him. When they touched. Touch. Let's see. Kikuna ikalunaman. Alunaman. He handled it or he okay, to handle or touch. All right. right? And then chakatan. Never seen this word before. Chakatan. This kind of reminds me of like you break off a piece of ice because it's frozen. So that's how I'm going to remember this. It is frozen. Oh, I got to refresh the page because I paused this for a minute to make tea. It is frozen. Chakatan. Frozen. I'm going to be adding in. I'm also going to be adding in some additional fields in here soon, so you could put like things like mnemonic devices and etymology, derivations, inflections, and all that stuff to like for people that want like extra fields. And then this one has something to do with they because it has AO at the end. Nushhùkòwën Ta Ni. Because their hands, so froze their hands. Nahka. Oh yeah, Nahka. Yeah, Nahka is hand. Okay, so their hands. All right. Because Nah is like the root that means hand. There's also a lunche as well, or a Walencha. That can also be used sometimes, and this probably has something to do with an ice cube. The icicle to float away, begin to float away, that icicle. Okay, so this is just maybe before he can cross on the ice. Okay, so this can be, I guess this is like either ice or icicle. Hunk. This might be another variation of hunt. I'm not exactly sure. Hunk. If you hunk. Oh, yep. You even have difficulty walking around, much less making it rain. Hunk. Alright, so we look up hunk. I think this is another variant of hunk. It seems like, okay, so we'll say supposedly. We'll just call this supposedly. It seems like a variation of hunk or huntuck. And punk. Never seen this one either before. See what this is about. Punk. Ashes, dust, or powder. Ashes, dust, or powder. Interesting. So this could probably be used for similar things like that as well. I'm assuming it can be used for snow powder. And this Ika Hata, so it's something on something, and then the all nail, I'm not sure about that part. That's just a guess. Let's see. They put. Yeah, okay. So they put on. To put on. Yeah. To put on. Hold on. What is this in the end? Okay. They put on. Right. And then Mayayuhala, to go, it went straight, or it continuously was something like this. That's what I get. It will be. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is will be, so it is all right. Wow. This is why you gotta study the stories, because these stories have so much they have so much stuff in them that are not in the dictionaries. Like these cool little phrases like this, they've got hidden grammar. This is why I really want to go through every one of these stories. And only God knows what the missionary works have in them. I mean, I've already done a few of those. And then hunk, I'm already gonna just hunk is just a hunk. Just gonna put that on there. There's a lot of different ways to say this. A lot of variations of this word, which is normal for this language, and many other indigenous languages that are not standardized. So let's see. Matehink. Suddenly the time came they had arrived for. Then suddenly the time had arrived. Matech. Okay. Matech means find, usually. So let's just look up this and see what we can find. It has taken place. Okay. It has taken place. Okay. For time to have taken place. That's pretty consistent throughout the posts. Okay, Tilly. For them to arrive. When that, so that. Okay. Right, and then let me put when something happened. Oh, the snow began to turn to powder. I'm not sure. Or the snow began to become powdery. That's my translation. Because we know that puck is float away. Float away. Oh, wow. Okay. To float away. Okay. Very cool. Paquin. Luahant Aku Ta Ni Lenape. Nushhùkòwën Ta Ni. Aku. Let's see what that is. Aku. Trying to find the story here. Didn't come up. Aku. I just need to find Aku by itself. So let's look up Aku. No, okay. Alright, let's look up Aku Ta. Should be able to find it. She said, I really don't hate. I am not. I really don't. Okay, so this seems to be a variation of taku, which is, I guess, I'm not 100% sure if it's the emphatic. It's like an emphatic negative. Emphatic negative particle. I am not really a Lenape. And then obviously, this is the first person singular. Kano ikuch. It's ika plus ch. So there plus future marker. There. And then Luholi Homo. Not exactly sure what that is. Luhol kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Take me to the creek. Put some, okay. Take me. It's got something to do with taking. Let's just take the Luholi, because we know that the te is an auxiliary here. Might be okay. Let's try Luhol by itself. See if we can find something there. To take someone. Okay. To take. So this is a transitive. Transitive meaning requiring an object. Transitive, to take someone, body, entity, or let's just say an animate entity, to some place. All right, and then Kohomogan is cornmeal, I'm pretty sure. The coarse part of pounded corn. Okay. Just call it cornmeal or pounded corn. Then El Haquepia, something about I am something, because it starts with an A and ends in ia, so it's a circumfix. Where you set me. Katatuneo.
El Haquepia, Katatuneo.
Let's do Katatuneo here. Tatun. You placed it. Okay. Tatun has placed it. Where you sat me. Okay. Only way we're gonna be able to get this is if we put the hukwe. Hukwe. Stiff hair of this head. People have long hair. Struck by the thunders. Sat. I'm trying to think here, because if Katatuneo means where y'all, or it means you all place. We're all place. This means we're all place. As in they transitively placed, like they placed this person somewhere. This is where I something. Where I'm seated. Let's just go with that to make it simple. Where I am seated. Where that person was placed. Sometimes it can be difficult to ascertain what the exact meaning was of something in this language. Let's see, and this is you all place someone. That's why it's important to understand different parts of a word, because if you can understand the different parts of what make up an agglutinative word, then you can pick out these things and quickly understand. That's why I made that agglutinative tool at the beginning of the video. I showed y'all that tool. Call his, I'm pretty sure his mother, his or her mother. Let's see, yep. Matouch dahi kakuliteha. You should not think something like that. That's my translation. But let's see what they say. The way you think, what I think of him. Weird guy. Hold on. Don't have hard thoughts about this. Okay. Don't think about this too hard. Think about. Right. Just put a 1 here, or actually I'll put a 2 here since I knew that Lita was already that. My touch. I'm gonna go ahead and change this up to a 5 because I already know pretty much. I'm sure about that. And Amunchi. This looks new. See what this is about. Okay. Nevertheless, or anyway. Oh! This is their way of saying anyway. Finally. Okay. Nevertheless. There we go. Now I can start saying anyway now. Hunda. I don't know what Hunda is. I'm wondering if it's another variant of hunk. Hunda. Huntuk. He was sad. You gotta see all the results. I suspect it's gonna be Amanchi Hunda. Let's do Amanchi. Let's just do Amanchi Hunda. Amanchi Hunda. But anyway, it is said Hunda. Let's say, but anyway, because this is like it is said. But anyway, okay. So let's just say, but even though it's probably related to, it is said. And we'll just translate this whole thing here as, but anyway. And then Kiriti no Lao. Right. Followed over the waves as he floated away. Over the way, followed. Over the way, followed. What's Winnie, Chana? Followed. Let's just go with followed her. because I'm pretty sure this is that. Because, hold on, because up here it says he followed the other man as he walked down the road. So we know that for sure that it means follow. Right. Wanishana. Wanishana must be another word for a his child, his niece. His. Not sure if this could mean her as well, because when it comes to what do they call those, kinship terms, they usually can have gender distinctions, so I'm just gonna go with that. Let's see, float away. And sometimes alumni can literally be part of the word, like let me go. There's other words like that where alumni is like part of the word. And then icicle. If anyone wants to go across. Alright, so icicle is to go across, because icicle means across. And hakanai is like going. I've seen like hakana, like, hold on, let me show you an example. Hakana. I thought I've seen this before somewhere. Okay, I guess I'm crazy. I swear I've seen this somewhere, but it's all good. Doesn't matter. Bones. Huh. Whoop. No worries. I miscalculated that. That's why we got this resource in here. Go across. Kohmogan Kunchta. He must cornmeal put. Okay. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is like related on. Right, and then Kohmogan Kunchta Taunich. On the ice, he must put. Does onich mean something? Onich. Nope. Okay. Oni. What about Tony? Nothing. Alright. Because this is like ice floats away. Ice floats away. He must put some cornmeal. So this just, I guess this is like put something. Kunchta means must. Gomogan is cornmeal. And I know that for a fact, as we have already seen in this lesson, that Nushhùkòwën is to float away. Nushhùkòwën is cornmeal. Something to do with that. And this probably means he puts it on. He puts some. The one, I believe, is related to mun, so he puts some on the ice. On the ice. Crosses the water. So this could be used for like if somebody travels across the ocean. That'd be cool. That's a cool word. Nakiola. He stopped. It stopped. He stopped. It stopped. Okay. And then lie. To hunt. Obviously, a lie is to hunt, but lie by itself, the lie, even you can do that. The lie Hossein, Shwalai, lie Tom. Let me see if I can find lie like by itself. I swam to the middle of the lake. Middle. Oh yeah, like Lenape. Lenape is pretty sure it's July. Yeah. Lenape, literally middle of summer. I used to sleep between them. Let's see here. Okay. Let me just put in what they have here in the story. So we'll do lie pot. Lie pot. Let's do lie pot. Let's see what we can find. If it doesn't mean the middle, I'm not sure what else it would be. Yeah. Okay, so it is. Okay, cool. He will ta Kusky. Owen kata. Shakalani Owen kata shakoke. But simply someone wanted to cross ta, not be able to cross, but will fall through. Say will fall through the ice. Float away. He will fall through. He will not be able to cross. Will fall through the ice. Oh, if somebody wants to fall, or they will fall through the ice. He will fall through. He won't be able to cross. Float away. It'll float away when it gets to the middle. So we'll just say to the middle. I've never seen lie by itself like that. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and try to translate this story the best I can anyway. So, Hunde wa skichque Nushhùkòwën Ta Ni mamhon. So, it is said that a young woman started to eat an icicle or ice. Soon they probably ate the ice cube. Soon when they ate the ice cube, they suddenly got pregnant. And when the baby was born, that baby grew fast. Because in those times, they did not clothe the baby, or at those times, they did not claim the baby. The baby was exposed, and some other babies or children, whenever they were handled, their hands were almost frozen whenever they dealt with the babies, because there was ice on them, or ice had developed on them. I'm assuming that this is a verb, because it has "wun" at the end, which makes me think that there was an object that was involved in this action. Because Nushhùkòwën is icicles. So Nushhùkòwën would be the process. Some kind of object was involved with the ice. So this tells me because there was ice, even if it's just there was ice on the baby, that means that something was involved in this action of ice. Something happened with the ice on the baby. Okay, that's how we'll translate that. Because with these languages, nouns can be what appears to be a noun to us can be any part of speech. So you have to kind of think outside the box and think, okay, this can be anything. So instead of trying to translate this ice, you have to think of it as some action that happened around the ice. Okay? Just like this is like I am the icicle, or something with the icicle, I am, right? You have to kind of think of that way. And once you get used to it, it starts making more sense. At least for me, that's how it ends up. Okay. Then it said that the powder, or like some kind of powder or ashes, they put ashes or something on them. It will be all right. Like if they put ashes on them, they'll be all right, I guess. And then supposedly they definitely put ice, or they definitely put ashes or powder on them, and suddenly now is taking place that the ice would begin to float away. So now it took place, like there was something that took place, and the ice that was there starts to float away. And then it said, I am really not the Lenape, I am an icicle. And they will take me there, or you all, and then you all take me. Yeah, you all take me there, because there's an E in there, so I'm assuming that's yeah, and then you all take me you all take me there to the creek where you sat me, where you placed me, where I was seated in the place that you guys put me with cornmeal. Oh, hold on a second. Aluquepia is a hat. I mean, obviously this is different because it starts with ed and ends in ia. Aluquepia is a hat. I don't know why I just remembered this. It doesn't translate that way, though, in here. Okay, well, that's fine. Because in Taluquepia, I wear a hat. But yeah, that's fine. It's like where they placed me, the hat. I guess it has something to do with the hat, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that one. And then that is what they did. They said that it was said that his mother, or its mother, her mother, not sure, but his mother said to him, or to them, don't think so hard about it. So, should not so hard something think it. But anyway, it is said that the woman followed the child that was floating away, or followed the child as they floated away, and then or rather before they floated away. And then it said that if somebody intends to go across, or wants to go across, they must put cornmeal on the ice as it floats away, or when it floats away. That cornmeal, they put that cornmeal. So they put cornmeal on the icicle so that they can float. Yeah. So that they can cross. So that somebody can cross. So somebody can cross the water and stop the ice. But if somebody simply wants to cross, they can't. If somebody just wants to cross, I guess, without doing that, right, they will not be able to cross as it floats away. So that ice. So if there's something to do with the icicle, yeah. So basically, if somebody wants to go across the water, whether it be a lake, a pond, ocean, a sea, or a river, doesn't matter. If somebody wants to go across the water when there was a piece of ice involved, they'll end up and they don't put cornmeal on the ice before to stop the ice from melting, even though the word melt is not used in here, then they'll be stuck. They'll be in the middle, and that's what she said. So that's an interesting story. Certainly learned that. But yeah, I have to kind of understand that. I'm not sure of the significance of this story, but I understand like what was said. So this is something I'm going to have to review a little bit more, but this makes sense to me. So hopefully you understand what's going on here. I am going to try to add as many of these words to my morpheme analyzer tool that I just made the other day as I can. I'll try to make this public so that people can use it in general. But yeah, if you've been following up to this point, thank you for following. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And I will catch all of you in the next recording. Thank you.